Hi guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for Saturday, October 3rd. And today the moon moves into Cancer, so our emotional barometer is home. It's in a home-based energy. Anytime an energy is in its own energy, meaning the moon is ruled, or Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it is in its home-based energy. And that is when I think you get the highest vibration out of that particular aspect. Now, if the aspect is in a negative, if it's in quincunx or a square, then we feel that predominantly more because it's at home. It's really communicating with us the message and on an intuitive level when we have a moon aspected like this. So today we got a lot going on in our moon, in our emotional barometer. So Cancer is a very nurturing energy. It's a very home and family energy. So we're really taking a look, right? Our emotional compass is now pointing on our home and family, and how we nurture, who we nurture, and also some of the people that have nurtured us. That's kind of the energies at play. And today the moon in Cancer is going to be squaring off with the North Node in Libra and squaring off with Mercury in Libra. Now Mercury in Libra is in retrograde. So Cancer energy tends to pull toward the past anyway. Cancers spend a lot of time evaluating their past, because what Cancer energy likes to do is at all costs avoid pain. All costs, because it's a deeply emotional energy, and when this particular energy source influences us, we feel pain on a really crazy level. And so because it's so deep, these wounds that we're thinking about, I think for some of us today we are going to experience some uneasy feelings, right, about past-based endeavors. And because Mercury is in retrograde and it's pulling us back into our past, and it's squaring our moon, and Saturn is actually squaring our moon today, I think we're feeling a little bombarded with, I think, what we idealized as a family and idealized as a nurturing environment, as a warm and comfortable environment. I don't think we have the picture that we want right now. And I think that we're making some progress in what we want, but it's not what we ideally want. And Cancer energy can be a bit impatient, especially when it talks about getting what it wants as far as in its shell, its nurturing environment. Because when you have energy that is in Cancer, it really just makes you want to feel safe, you want to feel nurtured, and you want people around you. You really connect with others when you have this sweet little tender moon influencing you. And so today, I think it's like you're going to lose some power today, because when you look back at the past, maybe you're idealizing the past a little bit too much, or maybe you're looking back at a time where you idealized the environment that you thought you had. So, but you're not remembering it for its entirety. You're not remembering just how tragic that situation was, and how unsettling, and how you were often hurting in that environment. You're idealizing it, and you're seeing it with rose-colored glasses. So I think what's going to happen today is Saturn's going to go in there and really honestly ask you to stop looking back, because you're going to get stuck in this backward spiral of idealizing a situation that really honestly was not ideal. So what Saturn wants you to do is to where the sweet energy is going to lie, where all your sextiles are going to lie, is in forward thinking, is in north node thinking, is in when, you know what's sweet is when Saturn teams up with the north node, and teams up with Mercury in retrograde, and it asks you to move forward with all of that energy. Even though we're in contemplative energy, it's saying, take a look, really look at what the past really was. Was it really that great? And it really wants you to take a look at things for real, right? Those were karmic issues back then. You were often caught in karmic situations that you had no control over. So you're idealizing something that could have never been truly what you had idealized it to be. So I think today, if I were to give you some advice about today, is I would just be triumphant in your present day situation, right? So just to have a state of gratitude for today and the energies that are at play today. I think one of a couple of the unconscious things that we're going to be dealing with today, some energy blocks that we might have today, is that it's like we want to show others that we're emotionally more secure. My cat's being cute. Emotionally more secure and emotionally we want to give right now. But I honestly don't think that we have quite enough to give people right now. We still need to be reflective and taking a look at ourselves, and we need to be introspective, because when you have Mercury in retrograde like this, when we're talking about moving forward even, we're talking about doing it on a level of reflection, we're refining our situation. We can't do that if we think, right now we think we have it all, right? So let's solidify everything and let's move forward and let's get this pretty picture in our head, and because I really want to feel good right now, right this minute. And I think we could be very impatient in this energy source, and I think that's when we're going to start to come up against some of this quincunx energy, and Saturn is going to say, you're not actually in control of this situation yet. You don't really have it all together good yet, because you know what, there is retrograde energy, and you're not taking that into account when you're taking a look at this situation. So I think that some of the challenge in today could be that we're just, my cat's tail is driving me crazy. It's super distracting. Stinking cat. So I think what I want you to really understand is that we're at a crossroads. We're looking out and we're making decisions, but with Mercury in retrograde, we have to be very careful that we are considering the fact that we're at a stage where our perspective could change. And I don't want us to get too caught up in some childlike enthusiasm misplaced about the situation, when I think we're still at a point of contemplation. We're still at a point where there's some more to be unveiled about our situation. There's some more that we don't know about. And if you're too optimistic about today, and if you're really being pushy about what you want, and there's all this forward energy, I think what you could come up against is some resistance from others who are probably not seeing it from your perspective yet. Because, you could just be in a very forward way of thinking, and I'm not saying that it's wrong or that it's bad, but I don't think that it's entirely accurate either. And so you could be dealing with that, more than likely. card-based endeavors right now are confusing for everybody because with Mercury in retrograde, in partnership energy, in Libran energy, and in balance, I think some of us are taking a look at what we want and what we idealize, and we're looking at the balance of the situation. And I really believe that some of us are ready to change our situation for the better and make definite decisions that will do that. And I think we have to, but I think we're overconfident in our situation. I think there's more to be revealed, right? Anytime you go through the eclipses really do talk to us for months. And so if you're really trying to make decisions that are plan-based, forward-thinking, goal-oriented, I think you'll be surprised that often these will change drastically over time. And, sorry, I'm a little uncomfortable. And I think that you might find that if it does change, you'll be surprised on where the changes actually end up taking you. And you could have made some foolhardy decisions, especially with Mercury in retrograde. So don't do that. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.